My mother-in-law kept forgetting my food allergies, so I made her forget the most important day of her life. Linda had selective memory when it came to my allergies. At Easter, she forgot and put butter on my vegetables while I watched. At her birthday party, she forgot and served me cheesecake that she claimed she thought was dairy-free. At Thanksgiving, she forgot and used chicken stock made with shellfish base. Each time, she'd pat my hand with that sweet grandmother smile and promise she'd try harder to remember next time while I dealt with hives and stomach cramps. The pattern got worse after each incident. When I confronted Linda about the Easter butter, she teared up and told everyone I was attacking her. She called Brian at work to complain about how demanding I was being about food. By summer, she had the whole family believing I was using my allergies to cause drama at gatherings. The wedding shower incident sent me to urgent care with my throat swelling shut. Linda told her book club that I probably ate something else and blamed her for attention. She painted herself as the poor mother-in-law trying so hard with an impossible daughter-in-law. After the Thanksgiving shellfish incident, I missed 3 days of work from the reaction. Linda used those days to host a makeup dinner without me. She told everyone I was probably exaggerating and just didn't want to spend time with the family. Brian started getting texts from relatives asking why I hated his mother so much. My 30th birthday changed everything. Linda insisted on cooking dinner and made a huge show of being careful with my allergies. She had Brian watch her check every ingredient and use separate pans for my portions. She even took photos of herself reading labels to post on social media. The dinner went perfectly until she brought out her homemade birthday cake. The frosting tasted wrong immediately, but I'd already swallowed the first bite. My throat started closing and Brian rushed me to the hospital with the EpiPen. While the doctors monitored my oxygen levels and pushed IV medications, I heard Linda in the hallway on her phone. She's being so dramatic about it. Probably just wanted attention on her birthday. You know how she is about food. Brian heard every word. His face went through shock, anger, and then something I'd never seen before. Pure doubt about his mother. That doubt changed everything between us. Linda's 40th wedding anniversary was 3 months away, and she'd been planning it for over a year. This wasn't just any party to her. She needed to outshine her sorority sister Beverly's anniversary cruise from last year. She'd booked the fanciest restaurant downtown and invited 75 people, including all her rivals. I became the perfect daughter-in-law overnight. I apologized for the birthday incident and offered to help with anniversary planning to make amends. Linda was thrilled to have won and immediately put me in charge of guest communications. She trained me to handle her phone for party-related calls because she was so busy with details. I studied her like a final exam. She checked the restaurant reservation every Monday and confirmed the flower order every Wednesday. She had spreadsheets for seating charts and color-coded timelines for the evening. Most importantly, she trusted me completely to relay messages about the party to family members. 1 week before the anniversary, I started my campaign. I called Brian's sister first and mentioned Linda had to postpone due to restaurant renovations. Then I told the cousins it was moved because the florist had a conflict. Each person got a slightly different reason, which would create confusion if they compared notes. When relatives called Linda's phone to confirm, I answered as her assistant and verified the new date. Then I deleted the call logs and told Linda they were just RSVPing yes. She was too focused on her dress fittings and menu tastings to notice anything strange. The morning of the anniversary, Linda spent 6 hours at the salon. I texted her excitement about the evening and she replied with hearts and champagne emojis. That evening, she and Robert arrived at the restaurant in formal wear to find empty tables and confused staff. The hostess checked her system 3 times before confirming their reservation was for next month. Linda's hands shook as she called family member after family member. Brian's sister said I'd told her about renovations. Her cousin mentioned the florist conflict. Her best friend repeated the catering issue I'd invented. Each call made her voice higher and more frantic. By the 5th call, she was screaming in the parking lot while other diners stared. Oh my God, Linda, I'm so sorry. When you told me about changing the date, I must have gotten confused. You know how forgetful I can be about details. When she turned her rage on me, Brian stepped between us. Mom, it's just forgetfulness. Don't make it a big deal. Half the guests skipped Linda's rescheduled dinner. Everyone double checks her dates now. She can't mention my mistake without exposing her hypocrisy. The best part? She suddenly remembers my allergies perfectly and refuses to cook for me. Brian stays silent about whether I planned it. Her selective memory finally serves me well.